everyone, I am here at the Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. We got Tig some more treats in the mail today. He got some little yogurt blueberries. They're like this big. And some bars that were like this big, like a adult granola bar. They were plastered, covered in seeds and dehydrated strawberries and all kinds of things. Of course, I broke it and, tore a piece of it off and sure put it in there for him. I put some of those little blueberries in his bowl. Gave him some of all these other treats yesterday. See, he's been in it too. Well, today we'll be reading Matthew chapter 24, verses 1 through 28. Psalm 29, all of it. And Proverbs chapter 7, verses 6 through 23. Alright. So in Matthew today, we'll be talking about one thing, and that'll be the destruction of the temple and signs of the end times. So Jesus will be telling us some signs to look for that the end times are coming. Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its buildings. "Do you see all these things?" he asked. "Truly, I tell you, not one stone here will be left on another. Every one will be thrown down." As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. "Tell us," they said, "when will this happen? And what will be the sign of your coming at the end of the age?" Jesus answered, "Watch out that no one deceives you." There's been many people already. Think of the cults. Just think of the cults when I'm talking about this. Many people have came already pretending to be Jesus and fooled many, many people. And many people have even died following these people. Just keep that in mind when I'm reading this. Jesus answered, "Watch out that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, claiming, 'I am the Messiah,' and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time, many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. So when you see standing in the holy place the abomination that causes desolation, spoken of through the prophet Daniel, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let no one on the housetop go down to take anything out of the house. Let no one in the field go back to get their clothes. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that your plight does not take place in winter or on the Sabbath, for then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. in those days had not been cut, if those days had not been cut short, no one would have survived. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. At that time, if anyone says to you, look, here is the Messiah, or there he is, do not believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you ahead of time. So if anyone tells you, there he is, out in the wilderness, do not go out. Or here he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible, even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vultures will gather. So you listen to this line again. This is what I'm always telling you guys. When Jesus comes back, this is going to happen all the time. It's already happened over and over, and it's going to get worse and worse. People coming, claiming to be Jesus, and they're going to perform great signs and wonders. You heard Jesus say it himself. Right here, I just read you Jesus' words. Him say it. People are going to come claiming to be the Messiah, do great signs and wonders, and people are going to believe them. Even some of the most powerful people in the world are going to fall for it. You know, maybe they'll know things about you nobody else does, and, you know, be really nice to you and stuff and try to trick you, will they? Listen to this line. This is what I'm always telling you guys. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Where do these people come from? Did anybody see this Jesus that's here on this earth performing these miracles that came back down here? Did they see him come back down? Did they see him come from heaven? No. This Jesus here, the real Jesus, you will have no doubt, because everybody in the world will know and see when he comes. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Everybody will know when Jesus comes back, because everybody will see him coming from heaven. There will be no doubt. Remember that. There will be no doubt. There won't be any thinking in your mind, is this really him? Is this really him? Or am I falling for somebody who's just pretending to be him? You won't have to worry about that. Everybody will know he's real. And that that's the real Jesus when they see him coming out of heaven. Okay, so we're going to stop with Matthew today. We have 11 verses in Psalm 29, a psalm of David. Ascribe to the Lord, you heavenly beings. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon leap like a calf, Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of the Lord strikes with flashes of lightning. The voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord twists the oaks and strips the forest bare. And in his temple all cry, glory! The Lord sits enthroned over the flood. The Lord is enthroned as king forever. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Aren't we so thankful for that? Yes, we are. Amen. All right, guys, and that was Psalm 29, a Psalm of David. with 11 verses. All right, now we're going to end tonight's Bible reading with Proverbs chapter 7, verses 6 through 23. Got a lot of them, huh? Starting out the year with a lot of Proverbs, haven't we? At the window of my house, I looked down through the lattice. I saw among the simple, I noticed among the young men, a youth who had no sense. Most don't, do they? We didn't either. He was going down the street near her corner, walking along in the direction of her house. About the adulterous woman again. At twilight, as the day was fading, as the dark of night set in, then out came a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute and with crafty intent. She is unruly and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, at every corner she lurks. She took hold of him and kissed him, and with a brazen face she said, "Today I fulfilled my vows, and I have food from my fellowship offering at home. So I came out to meet you. I looked for you and have found you. I have covered my bed with colored linens from Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deeply of love till morning. Let's enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is at home. My husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took his purse filled with money and will not be home till full moon." With persuasive words she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once he followed her, like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. And so, let's read that last part again. With persuasive words she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once he followed her, like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. Is to sleep with another man's wife. That happens all the time. The women and the men. Alright guys, that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.